For those of you who are new to Show Me You Know Me, it's the concept of learning about the person, their vertical, their space, their company, and what's going on with them in order to first create a really compelling email. And then, of course, to do everything you can to get to know them for decades from here on out. But let's start with that first email. The art of Show Me You Know Me is creating first a super funky subject line that makes sense to no one except for the person receiving it. And one of the things that you guys say a lot is, well, what if I do my research on that person on LinkedIn and there's nothing there? Then what do I do? But what do we do if we do our research on that person on LinkedIn and there is great information there? What do we do then? Let's talk about this company. So they recently raised a whole boatload of funding, under $1 billion, but some big bucks. And what that person probably has in their inbox, not only on email, but on LinkedIn, is congrats on your funding, congrats on your funding, congrats on your funding. We would like some of that money. So compelling. They can't wait to respond. So not only are they not opening it, but what's happening is that you're using a tactic called a compelling event. And what that means is you're using a compelling event, something that happened, and you're using that as your way to stand out. Except everybody else has been taught to do the same thing. Really easy to scale that with AI, and then you sound just like everybody else. So instead, let's think about how to use Show Me You Know Me and how to stand out. I'm going to read this to you. In this person's profile, this is a C-suite role and talks about his experience and things that he's done. But beyond that, he talks about all of the countries that he's lived in and that he has a goal to travel to every single country in the world, and he tells you the exact number of companies he's traveled to. So there's a great subject line that you can put. You can put the number in your subject line. Also, talks about a goal that he has around books and what he's doing with books, goal he has, things that he loves to read, etc. Great, Show Me You Know Me. Do you love to read? Do you not love to read? Do you know people who do love to read? Have you shared a similar goal? What can you do to tie yourself to that? Also talks about every sports team that he loves and then tells you a little bit about their family. So many threads to pull. So what I want you to think about, right, is when you read this and when you look at an about section like this, what can you do with it? How do you tie personal values, personal goals, inspiring things that you see from what they're doing and create a really cool subject line? Now, mine might be probably that number, something about Switzerland, where I'm originally from, and maybe around the books that I read, about my own family, about my own missions, about my own goals that tie specifically to that person. You'll be so surprised at one, the rate at which emails like that get open, which is the hardest thing to do to begin with, just getting that email open. But two, how you will form more authentic and human connections with these people. And it doesn't have to be relevant, by the way, to what you're selling. You can segue to what you're selling. But just you making an effort versus being like everybody else that says, congrats on your funding, can I have some of that money, will make such a difference in getting that meeting.